Well, Idaho has the 26th highest death rate in the nation from drug overdoses. Heroin has become the drug of choice for many who initially got hooked on prescription painkillers.
That's right, and treatment for many addicts in the Treasure Valley starts with counseling and methadone. Tonight, we're on your side with how this treatment is helping addicts once again become productive members of society. On the street, this pink liquid is known as metho or junk, but those who've used it to end their heroin addiction call it a lifesaver.
I'm clean and sober. Things are good. I can't complain.
Do all the things a normal person does, except for, do my daily methadone.
These three men whose identities we're hiding have been through the cycle of substance abuse. In each case, they became addicts thanks to prescription painkillers.
I never had an issue with anything until pain pills. So, had an injury, broke a collarbone. That pain lasted for like a year and a half or 2 years.
How many times are you getting prescriptions refilled?
Oh, countless.
That ease of filling prescriptions was part of a problem that created a national epidemic of opioid addicts. But that is changing.
Doctors who were prescribing prescription opiates relatively freely are not doing that anymore.
Unfortunately, Massman says that means addicts will instead turn to heroin on the streets. But when everything seems darkest, light is still right around the corner.
There's a massive amount of hope. And I think that's the takeaway with all three of the guys that you spoke to, and that is there's recovery out there for opiate addiction. There absolutely is recovery out there.
And methadone combined with comprehensive counseling is at the heart of recovery.
The counseling is extremely important. You need the medication to be able to feel well, not crave. But you have to have the counseling in order to sort of integrate yourself back into the community.
The methadone usually replaces the opioids in a remarkably short period of time.
Because methadone doesn't give you the euphoric high of opiates, but it does stave off withdrawal. I don't get high from it. I'm able to deal with the pain in my shoulder, and I function at a high level in life.
In fact, thanks to counseling and methadone, the addicts we talk to are excelling in both their private and work lives.
I work, I make good money, I own my own car, my own house.
Marriage is good, kids are good. The stabilization is amazing.
One even weaned himself off the methadone that made it all possible.
I weaned it all the way down to about 2 milligrams a day, and then from there I just bit the bullet. Even then, it's bad, believe it or not. Even weaning it down to almost nothing.
The end of a long journey, but so far, success.
I'm back on track.
You heard how difficult it was for that one man to wean himself off even a tiny amount of methadone. It goes to show how going cold turkey is so difficult. And that's why a lot of people actually stay on the methadone, because even when you get down to that tiny amount, getting off that amount can be very difficult. But still, keeps them off of the heroin and makes them able to live their lives pretty much normally, almost like taking a vitamin.
But that said, there's still such a stigma when it comes to this, because obviously they needed you to conceal their identities, and these are local men just doing their lives.
Right. Obviously, there's still that stigma that is out there, but it shows that there is help for people out there. It is such an epidemic these days, and people can get that help and get back to a normal life, and that's the point.
Good story, Roland. Thank you.